Hello everybody, welcome once again to TFT Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, with my show, The Emotional Exchanges, where I do for relationships and romantic type questions, emotional situations, what Banshee does on Sundays for the material matters. So I do that by doing a weekly reading for the elemental signs of the zodiac, and I use my Modern Love Tarot to define that. We have three questions. Basically, what is coming to you at this time? Why is it important? And where will it lead to? So first up is the air signs. And the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So again, what is coming towards the air signs? What, emotionally speaking, the energy, situation, whatever, what is that? I'm bouncing all over the place. Okay, oh dear. It's the Lovers. We'll just take that down there. The Lovers, and it's reversed. So there's a choice coming right now to the air signs that may be signaling or intensifying the idea that you have to choose between some things that are maybe opposite, but each has enough of their own appeal to make them viable choices for you, yet they're really kind of distinct, and it's an important decision. It may have a lot to do with, where you go from here. So good luck with that. But that's the energy coming to you, is about a choice or a decision to make, and it's emotional. It may be about people. It may be about events themselves or situations themselves. Why is this important? And it's the Empress reversed. So it's important because it may be that this is time for you to think more about yourself than maybe the situation might require. You have to think about your own interest, about how you're taking care of yourself and what you still need to do in order to do that, especially when it comes to the emotional thing going on. Do you have a wounded heart? Do you have a heart that needs to look out for itself? So where will this ultimately lead to? And it's the Four of Pentacles. It's upright. And the Four of Pentacles upright is maybe saying this is really leading to you kind of pulling in a little bit and maybe getting away from the crowd or getting away from the emotional drama that may be signified here, and really doing what this says, really seeking a way to take care of yourself. And it may seem that others will find that you are too involved in yourself or not involved enough with others, but that's them. This is about you, really. So air signs, take care of yourselves, even if it means you have to kind of, vacate the scene a little bit. That's what I have for the air signs. So we're going to move on then to our friends, the fire signs. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading is good for today, November 3rd, till next Thursday. That's the 9th. Don't forget to watch Happy Hour tomorrow at its regular time at 10 a.m. Happy Hour, where we pull one card for everybody and give them a happy message, a spiritually uplifting message. Okay, fire signs, what is coming towards you? Oh, fire signs, maybe it's not coming towards you. Maybe it's you going away. It's the Hermit, and maybe fire signs, you need some alone time. You need some serious decompression. You need to maybe focus inwardly, especially as it may pertain to your emotional life. Maybe you have a lot to think about here. Maybe you have a lot to consider. And, there's a dual side to the Hermit, and a lot of times the Hermit is kind of there to also guide others. And so you may be looking at the idea that what you do now, you also do for others. The emotion or energy coming to you says, you have to serve a little in order to get somewhere, I guess. So why is that important? And it's the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is upright. The Page of Swords says, you need to flow. You need to be really the essence of the wind. You need to sort of, move yourself into a new direction, or you need to bring a new idea or attitude to the directions that you are working in. This may be about diplomacy and tact in dealing with difficult situations, especially if it's going to be the emotional stuff again. You may find that you have to sort of hover in between being seen as this maybe aloof person and then also seen as this engaging person. You may have to find that sweet spot. So where will it ultimately lead to? And it leads to this, the Six of Pentacles. And it leads to the idea that maybe you really become involved with the community or the idea of the family or the units that comprise people in your life, and that there's maybe about some sort of finding the commonality going on here. Maybe this is really about embracing, everything, and to be a part of a continuum, really, where people give and people take, and people give again and people receive and people receive back. I'm getting a little flowery there, but that's basically it for the fire signs, is that this is leading to maybe more involvement. And so maybe we're moving from aloof to adventurous to finding our place. So emotionally, that doesn't look so bad. So now we will move on to the water signs. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and they tend to be emotional in and of themselves. But this reading is about all the things that will happen to us energy-wise, emotion-wise, what comes to us and how we decide to deal with it, or where it ultimately will go to. So keep that in mind. And so there we are with the water signs. What is the energy or emotion or vibration that is coming to you at this time? And it's the King of Pentacles. It's upright. Emotionally speaking, water signs have to really work hard on managing what's going on emotionally in their lives. And of course, it's maybe not just emotionally, but it may be all the things that we love to do, but are also things that are important for us to be managing. So water signs may be having a lot more going on as we move into the first week of November, into the beginning of the actual fall season. It may be that there's just so much work to do, and we love doing it. We like doing it. We love our jobs, or we like the avocations or vocational things we do. We like our community. We like having a busy romantic life, perhaps, or a busy, life around the various friendships and relationships in our lives. But we have to manage that. All right, so why is this important? Well, it's important because I guess we're going to be even busier, because it seems like as some situations have broken down and caused heartache or pain in our lives, other situations have promoted the healing, and that maybe there is a coming together of other forces, other situations. I don't think it's about breakups that recover. I think it's really about moving on and maybe new relationships, but I won't disallow that it could be that. There could be recoveries. I don't really feel that, but it's important to understand that there's a new freedom and there's a new sense of being a healed person or an emotionally, full person. And so I think that's why it is important. So where will it lead to? And it leads to the Chariot. We're back in the game. We're trying to pull it all together just like we were in the beginning, but maybe we had developed, or we weren't thinking entirely about those management skills now we are, and we see that, there's a lot going on there. There's different kinds of forces, and we need to be the ones who can really pull them together and make them effective, emotionally and otherwise. So that's what I have for the water signs. And now we are on to the earth signs. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And sort of ironically or not, they're less emotional than, say, the water signs. They tend to be a little bit more standard. They're not as much about the drama, unless, of course, their individual horoscope maybe says that there's a lot of water sign activity. And the squeaking you hear is branches outside my window against the gutter and window, perhaps. All right, so earth signs, what is coming to you? The energy that's coming to you right now is the Empress reverse, and this is saying that maybe in this next week ahead, you're really going to focus on yourselves, especially where you feel like you really need to build yourself up. That maybe, it is an issue of self-care. You've either become run down, and that's not just emotionally, it just could be in doing the things you love doing. Your energy has been kind of overstretched. And you just need to recover. You need to take care of yourself. You maybe don't go out this weekend. You stay home and you take a really, hot bath and you really relax. Or you go to the gym and you do some extra workouts, or you make something really nice to eat that's, healthy for you. You do all of that. Why is this important? It's the Four of Pentacles. It's upright. The Four of Pentacles says, this is a time really for you to kind of nestle in. This is a time for you to do that, to understand that it's okay to say, I'm busy, or I can't get involved in that right now. And just as some of the other signs had more engagements and more energy saying, get out there and do stuff, the earth signs are a little different. They're saying, no, you have to rebuild yourself a little bit. And it may be because of emotional situations that are going on, but to me it just looks more like exhaustion and fatigue and busy, really busy. So ultimately, where will this lead to? And there's a reward, of course. There's hard work, and it leads to the idea of the High Priestess upright, the idea of really being able to understand your personal wisdom, understand your gnosis on all of this, what function really brings to you, emotionally speaking, or perhaps otherwise, what you understand at the end of the day, what are those secrets or truths you understand about, taking care of yourself and being maybe a little more selfish. I'll just say that it's a little more selfish, but we are talking the earth signs. But it's really saying with that inside of you, you really are able to grasp things, that by taking the time to appreciate yourself and to work on yourself, you find that hidden core, you find that well of Caradwin, or that inner depth that you need to understand what's going on. All right. So that was the Emotional Exchanges, and of course I thank you all for being here. Don't forget to watch Banshee's show Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. That's the Material Matters. And of course, don't forget our live streams Sunday afternoon, Thursday evening, the happy hour, and all our regular programming. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.